Hi everyone, I'm Jen Miller with Compass Real Estate. I'm bringing you another episode of Life on the North Side today. I have Chandler Lipe joining me from The Den, which is a community social lounge and coffee shop. Thank you very much for joining us today. We're so excited to learn more about The Den and how you got started and your whole history, your whole life, everything.
My whole life today, yeah.
So why don't we start out by just having you describe your business?
Cool, yeah. Okay, so I'm Chandler. The Den is a social lounge for families. So it's a place designed for us to be able to really develop community, especially in those early years that can be super lonely. I have two kids, 2 and 4, and it was really hard for me to find places where I felt like I could see myself within a space and it wasn't maybe just for my kids.
Yeah.
And so the Den is really designed to be a place to promote coexistence of the entire family, get your coffee needs met.
Nice.
Yeah, always. Get connected to providers that would be helpful to you or what your kiddos need, but just to have it all in one fell swoop.
Cool. I love that.
Yeah.
So what made you decide to start this business? I mean, I think you touched on a little, but that's a big endeavor from going from that feeling to going through with it.
Yeah, I think just how brutal it was for me to transition into parenthood and not for the ways that I had anticipated. I think we can all say, like, nobody talks about it, but everybody's talking about it somehow, but it's about their hurdle.
Mm-hmm.
And so until you experience it, you won't know how hard it can be. And so for me, I really struggled with the pregnancies and, you don't have a lot of points of contact, especially your first pregnancy. And I just became more and more isolated from the life that I was leading and eventually felt like I lost my identity.
Mm-hmm.
And, in coming out of that fog and finding connection to other people, one, I realized how much I had been struggling and not understanding it.
Yeah.
But two, I was exposed to like the deep, beautiful, authentic vulnerability that comes with being a parent.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, God, that felt good. Like, it felt good to just have like this raw interaction. So I wanted to pursue that more.
So what is something people might not know about your business?
I think it's less what they don't know about my business and more that it's just a newer concept.
Yeah.
And so the comprehension of the model is something that we're working on every day.
Yeah.
And we're educating people on what we're doing and why we're doing it. And so this concept of coming for the whole family, not just a play space for your kiddo,
Mm-hmm.
and really nudging people to feel empowered for their experience to matter too, people being adults, is like the thing we're working on educating people on.
Thanks. So I know you haven't been open too long, but and when did you open officially?
We opened on April 29th.
Okay. I was gonna say spring, I believe, but yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So far, have you had any memorable customer experiences?
Oh, we've had so many memorable customer experiences.
Do you have one that might stand out in your mind?
I've had one recently that isn't even necessarily directly related to like a customer that we would think of for the Den, but I was I was in the back. It was a busy day. We have Fridays at the Den, which is like a really community focused for new families. So I'm quite busy usually on Fridays.
Yeah.
And this man waited till it died down to talk to me. He didn't have kids with him or anything. And he said, I'm from a different state. I'm here for the Taylor Swift concert. Good for him. Amazing. Already a good guy. And he said, I'm an early childhood educator and I also work with postpartum health. And I just want to tell you how beautiful I think your space is and how impactful I think it is. And that I'm honored to see this in real time happening because I think it's needed. And I was like, okay. Yeah, so it's just nice to have people see what you're trying to do.
Yes.
And give you that motivation.
Finding you from out of state. That's
Yeah. So that was really special to me recently.
Very cool.
Yeah.
That always feels good.
Yeah, it felt really nice.
So what kind of goals do you have for your first official year besides survival?
Yeah, I was like, definitely survive, breathe enough.
Yeah.
I think really working on the membership piece of it and because my members, we already have members, but the members understand they've like received the permission on how to use the space for themselves.
Yeah.
And then they role model it for others. And
Mhm.
that's when we really see the domino effect of like empowerment and asking for what you need and communicating and building friendships.
Mhm.
Like you probably know, like making new friends as a parent can be weird. Like
Awkward.
yeah, it's so awkward. You're
Yeah.
like, do they like me?
Yeah.
Let me get it.
I don't know who I am right now.
Yeah, you want to go on a date? I don't know.
Yeah.
So having
like dating.
memberships, it's so like dating. Having memberships and having members who are coming and using this space as, this might be kind of overused right now, but their third place
Yeah.
is so important to us, and I think will uphold the model we're going after. So that's probably our biggest goal.
That's a great one. So what has been the hardest or most surprising part about your own business?
I think the hardest part is the vulnerability of it. Like having, if somebody, most people love our product.
Yeah.
If people are trying to understand it and it's difficult for them, you know,
Not the right fit sometimes, maybe.
yeah, or you know, it's like we have a coffee shop in the front and
Yeah.
that's takeaway, but then you know, you're like, you can't be everything to everybody, and
Right.
yeah, and so it's like, but you want to be, especially in those nascent months.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, you're like, sorry,
What can I do?
yeah, exactly. So I think honestly, that's hard, and especially when you like put your blood, sweat, and tears into
Yeah.
something, it's like that's just something I'm learning.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that. It's a great saying though, and a good thing to remember. You can't be everything to everyone.
Thanks. Yeah. I'm like, okay, tell me after we end this.
Yes.
Tell me again.
Yeah. So a little bit about you. Where are you originally from?
I'm originally from Minneapolis. I
Don't have the accent really.
yeah. Well, honestly, I have the playback, and I'm like, oh. But my husband and I met in New York City. We were in New York City for quite a while,
Okay.
and then we did a stopover. I'm always so scared to say this, in California. Sorry about the rates these days, but they're like they just end the video. But anyway, yeah. So we did that. So we've been in cities, and
Yeah.
but we're from the Midwest originally. But my husband went to college in Boulder, and I have family here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, what do you like to do when you're not here? Working.
We're here a lot.
Yeah.
But
What would, if you had more time, I should say.
yeah, I have 2 kids, and I
The other time.
yeah, and then it's like so nice. It's such a balance to be like, oh, like that's a good reminder if you have a tough day, like you have these cute little healthy kids, and like that's okay. So yeah, we just hang. I'm pretty like a little potato after work. So
I think that's fair. You're probably working a lot.
yeah, and we just get so much out of it. So social here. So I like to. We just do like yeah, like walks. I just have to walk, and my husband works here on Sundays, but we have a really good partnership. So we like to hang out, and just vibe.
I love that. Well, is there anything people might not know about you? I'm sure it seems like you're kind of an open book here, but
I am, yeah.
others that have not experienced being in the den yet.
Yeah, I mean, again, born out of need. So I struggled with perinatal mental health and eating disorders, and like these things were really important to the shaping of creating a space where we can talk about things openly here, and we can. It doesn't have to be shameful to want to get better or feel or figure out what better feels like. And
Yeah.
I think that those things are a huge like Northern Star for us at the den. Everybody who works here is, you know, we have somebody who went through IVF and fertility struggles and like NICU babies, and just so many different things that people, myself and my staff as an extension of me, are really care about mental health. Yeah.
Now, is there anything new coming up that customers might not know about, or I know we're in our first, 6 months still. So.
Yeah. Well, I think founding memberships are something that we're working on right now. They're not memberships that we'll do forever, but we got enough requests for memberships that we were like.
And can you explain a little bit more what that means to be a founding member?
So founding member is, we're giving you one offering that we don't know if we could keep forever, but we want you to have it and you're grandfathered into it, and you help us really shape the direction of the den and how we want the community to look. And so we have that going on, and then I get asked this a lot, so I hope I'll be able to launch punch cards or like semi-annual things that like grandparents can gift families. So yeah.
Okay, and well, what is the best way for customers to reach out and contact you if they have questions or if they want to become a member?
we're really active on our social. That's the best way is to like DM us. I'm the one running it. So if you have questions for me, just DM me.
Great.
Or hello@thedendenver.com.
Okay. And we'll share all of this on the website and everything too.
Cool.
So, well, thank you very much, Chandler.
Absolutely.
It's so lovely to learn more about you and about the Den. And I appreciate you joining us today.
Thank you. Thanks for asking me some questions.
Anytime. Again, I'm Jen Miller with Compass Real Estate, and thank you for tuning in today. If you would ever like your business featured on one of these, feel free to reach out, and I hope everyone has a great day. Thank you.